Welcome to Tap Tech, where we dive deep into the world of photography and videography gear, bringing you the authentic specifications and insights you can trust. Get ready, because today we are peeling back the curtain on one of the most anticipated APS-C mirrorless cameras in recent memory, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II. If you thought the original R7 was a speed demon, prepare to have your expectations fundamentally redefined. Rumors have been swirling for over a year, but the most consistent, trustworthy reports now point to a significant, almost transformative upgrade that positions the R7 Mark II not just as a successor, but as a true professional-grade APS-C powerhouse, taking the baton from the legendary EOS 7D line. The sheer potential of this camera is why the industry is holding its breath. Let's start with the big question that's on everyone's mind: the release date. Based on the most reliable sources, development is in its final stages, with verified reports of the R7 Mark II now being tested in the wild by select professionals, a critical sign that a launch is imminent. We are looking at an expected announcement window in the early part of the first half of next year, likely towards late Q1 or early Q2. Shipping could start shortly after, potentially positioning this camera as the definitive mirrorless action shooter for the next season of sports and wildlife photography. While Canon is notorious for keeping its cards close, the timing of these in the wild sightings suggests the wait is finally nearing its end. Now, let's talk about the upgrades, and there is one feature that is a game-changer for the entire Canon APS-C lineup: the sensor. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II is very strongly rumored to debut Canon's first-ever stacked APS-C CMOS sensor. The current, fantastic 32.5 megapixel resolution might see a slight, almost negligible bump to perhaps 33 megapixels, but the real magic is in the stacked architecture itself. This technology dramatically increases the sensor's readout speed. Why does this matter? Because a stacked sensor is the key to virtually eliminating rolling shutter. For any serious sports, action, or wildlife photographer, that alone is enough of a reason to consider the upgrade. Say goodbye to the jello effect on fast-moving subjects when shooting electronically. This leads directly into the speed upgrades. The current R7 is already fast at 30 frames per second with the electronic shutter, but the R7 Mark II is expected to push this to an astonishing, class-leading 40 frames per second. This phenomenal speed, coupled with the minimal rolling shutter from the stack sensor, changes the performance landscape entirely. Furthermore, Canon is rumored to completely remove the mechanical shutter, relying solely on its ultra-fast electronic shutter. This is a bold, future-forward move that simplifies the camera design and further enables the insane burst rates in absolute silence, a huge advantage for shooting timid wildlife or quiet events. To handle this massive influx of data, the R7 Mark II is expected to utilize both the powerful Digic X processor and the rumored new Digic accelerator. This dual-processor architecture will be the engine for its next-level autofocus. The original R7 inherited the AF system from the flagship R3, but the Mark II will elevate this significantly, incorporating the latest generation of Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF2 with advanced deep learning subject detection. This means even more tenacious tracking and improved recognition for a wider variety of subjects, not just humans, animals, and vehicles, but even more niche detection modes that will further automate the process of nailing critical focus in complex scenes. The performance here is rumored to be on par with or even better than the current R6 Mark II, which is saying something for an APS-C body. On the video front, the upgrades are substantial, cementing the R7 Mark II as a true hybrid contender. We're expecting internal 4K video at 120 frames per second, a major leap in slow-motion capability over the original. Critically, this will be in 10-bit color with support for Canon Log 3, giving videographers the dynamic range and color grading flexibility demanded by professional workflows. There is even speculation about potential 6K recording capabilities, which would allow for incredible flexibility in reframing and stabilization in post-production. To manage the thermal demands of these high-resolution, high frame rate video modes, there are consistent reports of passive venting being incorporated into the body design, ensuring longer, uninterrupted recording times. Beyond the internal specs, the ergonomics are also receiving a much-needed overhaul. The original R7's control layout, particularly the combination dial/joystick placement, was polarizing. The Mark II is rumored to adopt a more conventional, widely praised Canon layout, closer to the R6 Mark II. This includes a more prominent EVF hump, a more traditionally placed joystick, and possibly a slightly larger grip for improved handling, especially with longer telephoto lenses. The in-body image stabilization, or IBIS, is also expected to be enhanced, climbing from an already impressive 7 stops to a rumored 8 or even 8.5 stops with coordinated control, making handheld photography and video even more reliable in challenging low-light conditions. Another key, non-flashy but essential upgrade is the strong rumor of the inclusion of a full-size HDMI port, a massive quality-of-life improvement for serious video shooters who rely on external recorders and monitors. The combination of a new, faster sensor, the incredible burst speed, the refined ergonomics, and the truly professional video suite makes the Canon EOS R7 Mark II not just an upgrade, but a seismic shift in what we expect from an APS-C camera. The anticipated price point is also critical. Given the stack sensor and other flagship-level features, the R7 Mark II is expected to move upmarket, reflecting its pro-level capabilities. While the original R7 launched around $1,500, we anticipate the Mark II to be priced closer to the $2,000 mark for the body only, reflecting its positioning as a true successor to the 7D series and a competitive answer to high-end APS-C offerings from other manufacturers. This price, however, is a small premium for what is shaping up to be an absolute technical marvel, a camera that delivers a near-perfect blend of speed, resolution, and professional features in a compact APS-C format. This level of technological leap, from the stack sensor to 40 frames per second electronic shooting and 4K 120p video, is not just incremental. It's a statement from Canon that their APS-C R series is not a stepping stone, but a destination for high-end action and hybrid creators. Keep watching this space. As soon as Canon drops the official word, you know we'll be here with the complete breakdown. And that's all we have for this deep dive into the authentic specifications and rumors for the Canon EOS R7 Mark II. If you enjoyed this authentic tech specification breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. For more reviews, rumors, and insights you can trust, keep it locked on Tap Tech.